The holders are into the next round of the Scottish Cup, but the only thing I'm holding on to after watching that match is my sanity. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football, here to review St Johnstone versus Rangers. It was supposed to be a home game for St Johnstone, but it didn't feel that way. It felt more like a home game for Rangers due to St Johnstone's low crowd attendance. Now, I know normally St Johnstone don't have a high attendance anyway, but there was some sort of, I don't know, strike or protest on today. So, yeah, the St Johnstone fans, I don't know what's wrong. They're not happy about, was it ticket prices or something like that? And I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to pay £39 to watch this garbage either. I believe that is the price that they were being charged. So, you know what? If they would rather sit home and watch their team get pumped, well, I say pumped, I won't go that far. Like, if they want to watch their team get narrowly beaten instead of going to the game in the freezing cold and paying £39, then you know, that's up to them. They're entitled to do that. But yeah, this game certainly wasn't worth £39. It wasn't worth £3.90. This game was absolutely shocking. I mean, Rangers were the better team, but what good's it being better if you're still shit? You know what I mean? If you're shit, but the other team is dog shit, just because you're less shit than them, you know, it doesn't really mean you were good. And honestly, from a neutral perspective here, from a non-Rangers fan, from a non-Celtic fan perspective here, I've got no reason to lie. I honestly, when watching both sets of the Old Firm teams, and I know this game's not about the Old Firm, but I want to mention it anyway, I think Celtic are far superior to Rangers, man. I really do. Now, Michael Beale's come in. I'll give him credit. He's got the results. He's won every game apart from the Old Firm match, and he could have won that. He was minutes away from winning that. But how many good performances has there been with Michael Beale in charge? I would say none. Now, has there been moments in games where Rangers have played well? Yes. But how many games since Michael Beale came in has the team had put in a really good performance from start to finish? In my opinion, none. I don't recall one. They're still playing a boring style of football. I thought Rangers were playing shit because of Gio. I expected Michael Beale to come in. There was the whole, Beale-Ball and all this stuff, and I was just expecting Rangers to play a better style. I was expecting their matches to get more exciting, like more attacking, and I mean, has things improved? Like, maybe, but it's marginal, honestly. It really is, man. Rangers are a tough watch at the moment, and, you know, they seem to be sneaking every game by 1-0. I actually predicted Rangers would win this by 1-0. I obviously I couldn't predict what the entire 90 minutes would pan out like, but in my prediction in the preview for this, I said Rangers would win 1-0, and I was expecting this kind of game, you know, just a shit boring game that Rangers would, you know, get the edge and they would get the goal and they would win it, and that's what happened. You know, they did a quality moment. You know, Barasic's really good finish, Sakala's shot hit the post just for half time, and then Barasic was there to, you know, thump it home, and it was a good shot for Barasic. I believe it's the first goal that he has scored in 2 years, so yeah, I can't believe that's an actual stat. It feels like Barasic scores more often than that, because I know a lot of people criticise Barasic's defensive abilities, but I've always thought Barasic, you know, with the ball at his feet, I think he's a great player. I do. I think he is great for, well, at least for Scottish standard anyway. You know, I think his ability to like cross a ball in and strike a ball, I believe he's up there with any defender, probably maybe even arguably the best defender. You know, at least he is. I'd say he's better. I'd argue he's better than Tavernier. When it comes to like shooting free kicks and crosses, I would put my head at Tavernier. I know Tavernier has all the goals, but yeah, it's just my opinion. I would say Barasic's left foot is, you know, up there with the best in the league in terms of a defender. But yeah, not to have a goal in 2 years, I thought that was really strange. St Johnstone didn't really do anything. You know, they had a chance late on. James Tavernier cleared it off the line or whatever. I believe it was Theo Bear. They did have Stevie May up front. He was ineffective, really didn't have that much to do. But I mean, up until the Rangers goal, you know, there wasn't much in it, and it looked like St Johnstone were possibly going to grind Rangers down and, you know, get to extra time, but nope, didn't happen. Rangers got the goal, they held on, and it's just shit game, guys, shit game. Rangers need to improve. They do need to improve, like, because I know that they are winning games at the moment. I get that, you know, they've won every game bar the Old Firm. Good for them. But playing like this, sooner or later, they're going to stop winning games, because every game they're winning by the odd goal, and just sooner or later, they're just not going to do that. So if they have any chance of winning the league, I believe they do need to they do need to improve and start putting in some better performances, because I'm just kind of shocked. And you look at the transfer market, you'd think they'd be, you know, rushing to get players in, and for some reason it's not been the case. I don't quite understand it. Celtic, the team that are, you know, currently in a much better place than Rangers, a much better situation on and off the field, they're the team that was rushing to get signings, and they bloody agreed signings, you know, back in early December. And I get it. I know that Michael Beale's kind of just in the door, and he's not had it as long to like check out player. I get that, but still, I think Rangers, the way they've handled the transfer market, it's been appalling. And who knows? Like they could. Don't get me wrong, they could get some players in towards the end. They could bring in a couple of really good players, and they won't have dropped any points. They'll still be in the Scottish Cup, and there might be no harm done. But I'm just a bit surprised that it's taken them so long. So who knows? Any more transfer news, I'll keep you updated on it. But yeah, just a really, really bad game. Big game tomorrow, though, Edinburgh Derby. I do fancy Hearts to win that one pretty easy, so I'm going to go 2-0 in my prediction. And yeah, Aberdeen as well. Must-win game for Jim Goodwin. If he loses that, if he loses that, then there's no point him doing a post-match, you know, interview or team talk. He should just fucking pack his bags and leave if he does not win that game. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let us know your thoughts down below. Rangers fans, do you think Rangers are playing well at the moment? Because I don't. But they're getting results. You know what? They weren't doing that under Gio, so I guess you have to look at the positives. But in terms of performance-wise, man, they're just not doing that much for me. They're not really. I expect them to be better. Let's put it that way. I expected Michael Beale to come in and have a bigger impact on the pitch from a performance standpoint. But we'll see. He's just in. He's got time. No one really expects him to do anything this season. It'll be next season, I think, when he will truly be judged. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Until then, been Fog Football. Thanks for watching, and peace.